Adam woke up with beads of sweat dripping down his forehead again and screamed out in distress, "It's too damn hot in here. I can't deal with this for another day," as he felt his sheet stick to his back from sweating through it in his sleep. He was hot, tired, and angry. He was still dealing with this. His AC had been out for over 3 days, and he knew he had to do something about it. He had always been taught to stand up for himself and stay adamant on what he believed, and he knew when he was renting that he had to do the right thing. He walked out of his room and glanced over the thermostat and saw that it read 90 degrees and screamed in frustration. He couldn't even think straight with it being this hot. He had called his landlord multiple times and screamed at his answering machine, but it all came to no avail. He knew he was going to have to dig deep and figure out his legal rights as a tenant if he wanted to change the situation at all. Adam walked through the hallway until he made it to the kitchen and poured himself a huge glass of ice water from the fridge in an attempt to cool himself down just a little bit. Living indoors at 90 degrees had made his mouth dry and his lips crack. He poured the glass and instantly chugged it down, providing him with a little bit of relief before he headed into the living room to pick up his laptop and do some research on what he could do to change the situation he was in. He opened his laptop and typed in the search bar, "Renter's Guide to Home Renting Rights," and hit send. A million different pages pulled up, and he saw a link to a site that read Complete Guide to Renters' Rights in Arizona, and Adam immediately clicked on it. He saw a long list before him, and before he even managed to scroll halfway down the page, he found the exact answers he was looking for. The passage read, "It is unlawful for landlords to not provide adequate resources to air conditioning. Under the Fair Renters Act of 1988, all rented units in Arizona must have access to an AC and a home temperature under 80 degrees. Failure to provide can result in legal actions and claims to quality of life, prorated rent access, and liable for any damages caused under extreme weather. After 24 hours, landlords will be responsible providing housing that abides by these rules. All claims must be filed under the S45 section 23.9. All must be notarized by an official notary." And it was at that moment that Adam knew exactly what he needed to do. Adam shot up from the couch like a bullet out of the gun and made a dash to find his keys and get to the courthouse to get his notice filled out and sent off to his landlord. He knew that he had the power to change the situation and needed to believe in himself to stay adamant on that stance. He swung open the door to his apartment and didn't waste a second getting into his car. He opened his car door and sped out of the parking lot without a second to lose. As he pulled into the courthouse, he spoke calmly to the nice woman behind the counter. He was excited to make progress into changing his situation. He told her that he needed to fill out an S45 section 23.9, and she promptly handed him the form. He smiled as he filled out the form he knew he needed and quickly handed it back to the woman. She accepted the form immediately and sent it over to the landlord's company and told Adam good luck with a smile. Adam then returned to his car, where it wasn't even 5 minutes down the road before he heard his phone ring. He looked down and saw his landlord's number, and Adam answered the phone with a smirk and said, "Hello, this is Adam. How may I help you?" And his landlord replied, "Hello, Adam. I'm calling to let you know we have scheduled a service technician to come out tomorrow, and I'm going to send you the address to a 5-star hotel you will be staying at until we have your AC fixed. We will be prorating the days of rent that you spent without an AC. Is there anything else we can help you with?" As Adam smiled, he simply said, "No," sternly. Adam turned up his music as loud as he could play and blared the music the whole way to his hotel. He knew that if he stuck up for what he believed in and stayed adamant, he would be able to change the horrible situation that he was previously stuck in.